Hi guys, welcome to my channel Creatively Expressive. My name is Amy and today I'm sharing some gorgeous Winter Wonderland themed DIYs that use mostly Dollar Tree products. If you're interested in seeing how I made these DIYs, then please stick around. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad you found me and I hope you'll consider becoming a part of my creative family by subscribing to my channel. And if you've already subscribed to my channel, welcome back, and I just want to say that I really do appreciate your continued support. Now let's get started. Alright, so for our first project, we're going to be using one of these clear ornaments from the Dollar Tree. It's about 4 inches in size. This faux snow that I also got from the Dollar Tree. And then these little snowflake flat back buttons that I got from Hobby Lobby for 50% off. And so I'm just taking some super glue and I'm going to glue some clear fishing line to the back of one of those snowflakes, and then I'm going to take another snowflake and sandwich that clear fishing line in between the two snowflakes and glue them together. And I'm doing that with a blue one, with a white one, and with a silver snowflake. And so I'm going to take that fishing line and I'm going to thread it through the hole in the top of this ornament. And I'm going to use some super glue to glue that fishing line down to the top of that ornament. And I'm going to do that with each of the 3 little snowflakes. And I'm just going to hang them, try to hang them at 3 different lengths. And so I just thread it through that hole in the top of that ornament. And then I just glue down part of that fishing line to the top of the ornament. And now I'm just going to squeeze some Mod Podge inside of that ornament. And then I'm just going to swirl it around so it coats the bottom of the ornament. And then we're just going to pour some of that faux snow inside of that. And then just shake the ornament around to get it to coat all of that Mod Podge that we put in there. And then we're just going to put those snowflakes inside of that ornament. And now you have like dangling snowflakes inside of your ornament. Looks pretty cool. And now I'm just tying the hanger back onto the ornament. And then I'm going to take this ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby for 50% off. And I'm just going to make a little bow. And I'm still pretty new to making bows. So I'm just kind of, it's just a lot of trial and error for me still at this point. So if you want to learn how to make a good bow, there's a lot of good tutorials on YouTube for that. But mine's just sped up. But it took me a few different tries to get the bow the way I like it. So I just made like a center loop and then I made 2 loops on each side of that bow. And then I'm just going to take another piece of ribbon and just use that pipe cleaner to attach it to the back for the tails on the ribbon. And then I'm just going to dovetail the ends of that, the tails on that ribbon. You just cut like a V shape in the center of the tails. And now I'm taking this yarn that I got from the Dollar Tree and I'm just going to wrap it around the top of that ornament just to add a little bit more detail And it just reminds me of like frost or snow on the top of the ornament. And then I'm trying to hide where I glued down the fishing line to the top of that ornament also. So that's why I'm wrapping this yarn around that. So I'm just winding it around the top and then just taking some hot glue and just gluing it here and there. And now I'm just going to glue that bow that I made onto the front of that ornament and just fluff it up a little bit. And that's it. What do you guys think? And now for our second project, we're going to take this foam wreath form that I got from the Dollar Tree. And then this blue eyelash yarn that I also got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and I'm just going to wind that yarn around our foam wreath form. And this is going to take a while. You just keep wrapping until the whole wreath form is covered the way you like. And now I'm taking these two tree ornaments that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to glue them to the back of that wreath in the center. And then the trees were kind of flopping around, so I'm going to take a piece of felt and I'm going to glue it to the back of the tree trunks on that, just to make it more stable so they stand up better. And now I didn't like the holes in the tops of those trees, so I'm just going to fill in the hole with some hot glue and let that dry. And then I'm going to brush some Mod Podge over the top of that hole that I just filled. And then I'm going to cover the Mod Podge with glitter just to make the hole less obvious and blend in with the tree, because the tree is covered in glitter already. And now I'm going to take some white chalk paint and I'm painting this wood believe cutout that I got at Walmart. I think it was about $1.50. And I'm just painting that with that white chalk paint. And now I'm going to cover that in Mod Podge, and then I'm going to cover that in this fine white glitter that I got from Walmart. And then I'm just going to hot glue that believe down to the front of the wreath at the bottom. And now I'm just going to use that ribbon that we used in the previous craft to make a little hanger for a wreath. So I glue like one piece around the center, and then I thread another piece through that piece that I glued on the center, so that it'll hang the way I want it to, if that makes sense. And then I'm just going to tie the ends of that ribbon together. And then I'm going to make another loopy bow to go on the front of that wreath. And again, this took me probably like 5 or 6 tries before I was happy with the way this bow looked. So I'm still like a beginner to bow making. So if you want to find a good tutorial on how to make a bow, then there's plenty of them on YouTube. But I'm just showing you the sped up version of when I finally was able to get my bow made the way I wanted to after several tries. But I'm just making a loop on each side, and then I pinch the center and then twist it so that the pretty side of the ribbon is showing. And I'm just making the same amount of loops on each side, and I make sure that each loop is the same size on each side of that bow. And then when I'm happy with the amount of loops I have, I just take a pipe cleaner and just attach that to it. And then for these ends, I'm just cutting the tails at a diagonal. And then I'm just going to take another little piece of ribbon and glue it to the center of that ribbon so you can't see that pipe cleaner. And then I'm just going to hot glue that bow to the center of the wreath, right in front of that hanger. And then I'm just going to fluff up that bow. And that's it. What do you guys think? I think this one turned out beautiful. And now for this project, we're going to be using 2 of these glass candle holders that are from the Dollar Tree. And then 2 of these snowflake ornaments that I got from the Dollar Tree as well. And this step is completely unnecessary, but I was hoping that if I put glitter in here and then put hot glue on it, that the glitter would mix in with the hot glue, but it didn't. The hot glue just went right on top of that glitter, so you don't have to put glitter in here. But I just am filling that hole with hot glue, and then I'm going to stick that snowflake into that hot glue. And then I'm just going to hold it until that hot glue dries so that the snowflake stands up on the top of that candle holder. And then I'm just taking this ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to glue it around that center top area of that candle holder so you can't see the hot glue. And now I'm taking this Mod Podge Dimensional Magic, and I'm just going to squeeze some of that on the top of that area that I put the hot glue. And then I'm just going to coat it in glitter, just so it looks less like hot glue and more like it's supposed to be there. And then once that's dried, I just put another layer of that Dimensional Magic on top of that glitter, just to seal the glitter in there. And that's it, guys. What do you guys think? And then I just put some little blue lights underneath those candle holders to add a cool effect to that. And I'll leave a link to where I got those lights. I got them on Amazon, but I'll leave a link to that in the description box. And now for this project, we're going to take 2 of these long signs that I got from the Dollar Tree. Mine are autumn signs, but you can find them all year round. And then I'm taking the trees out of 3 of these little 3D zine kits that I also got from the Dollar Tree, and I just want the trees from those. And then I'm taking a 1/2 inch square dowel that I got from Lowe's, and I'm going to use that to make a frame. But first I'm going to cut down these long rectangular signs to 17 inches each. So I'm just marking the 17 mark, and I'm just going to take them outside and cut them down with my husband's saw. And now I'm just going to use a razor blade to peel off that paper picture that was on those signs, and then I'm going to sand them a little bit so they're smoother. And now I'm just marking so I can cut the wooden dowel down so I can make a frame for my picture. And now I'm taking these jumbo craft sticks that I got from Walmart, and I'm going to glue them to the backs of those 2 signs so that I can make one bigger sign. And I'm just using a combination of wood glue and then also hot glue. The wood glue is so that it's more permanent and it's less likely to fall apart later, and then the hot glue is for an immediate hold so that I can keep working and not have to wait for that wood glue to dry. And now I'm taking this color Blue Bonnet by Apple Barrel, and I'm going to paint that whole sign with that blue bonnet color. And just paint enough coats until you have good coverage. I think it took me 2 coats. And now I'm going to, on one of the bottoms of these trees, there's a little area that needs to be cut off. So I'm just going to mark that and then use the X-Acto knife to cut that off. The other 2 have flat bottoms to them, so I don't need to do that. And then I'm just going to paint my frame pieces and then also those trees with some white chalk paint. And now I'm just gluing the frame pieces onto the picture with some hot glue and also some wood glue. And now I'm just going to do the same thing with the trees. I'm going to use a combination of hot glue and wood glue to glue those to the bottom of our sign. And now I made this vinyl cutout in a Silhouette design studio, and I just cut it out with my Silhouette, and now I'm just attaching it to the sign, and I'm using transfer tape and then also parchment paper so I can get the placement before it's stuck on there. And I just made it say where treetops glisten. And now I'm just going to take a little bit of Mod Podge and just add it here and there to the trees and add a little glitter, because I thought it would be cute since it says where the treetops glisten to actually make the treetops glisten. So I'm just adding a little glisten to our trees. And now I'm going to coat the whole thing in this clear Mod Podge just to protect it and keep that glitter on there. And that's it. What do you guys think? I think this one turned out beautiful as well. And now for this project, we're going to be using 2 of these wooden snowflake garlands that I got from Dollar Tree. Each of them have 4 snowflakes on them, and I got 2 different types of snowflakes. And I'm just going to take those apart, and then I'm going to spray them with this ultra matte white spray paint. And then I'm going to take some of these wooden beads that I found on Amazon. I'll leave a link to them in the description box. And I'm taking 9 of them. And I'm going to stick them onto a wooden skewer, and I'm going to put a little piece of tape in between each of them so they don't move around. And then I'm just going to paint each of those wooden beads with that blue bonnet color. And adding the tape just made it a lot easier to be able to paint those without them sticking together or moving around on me. And now I'm taking this ribbon that I got at Walmart, and I'm just going to thread those beads and those snowflakes with that ribbon. I'm just going to do 1 bead and then 1 style of snowflake. And then I'm just threading that ribbon through the holes. And once I have that one snowflake on there, I'm gonna do another bead and then the other style of snowflake. And you just alternate bead, snowflake, until you have them all on that ribbon. And I ended up using this whole spool of ribbon. And we're just making a snowflake garland. And you just keep going until they're all on there. So I have 8 snowflakes and 9 beads. And that's it. What do you guys think? And now for this project, we're going to be using this large MDF snowflake that I got from the Dollar Tree. And then I'm using this silver piece of cardstock that I think I got at either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. I'm not sure. It's been over a year since I got it. Sorry. But I'm just going to put that snowflake on the back of that silver cardstock and then just trace the snowflake onto it. And then I'm just going to use an X-Acto knife to cut that out. And now I'm going to use a combination of Granite Gray by Apple Barrel and then also Sterling Silver, I think it was by Folk Art. And I'm going to paint just the edges of that snowflake. First I'm going to paint it with that Granite Gray, and then once that's dry I'm going to go back over it with that Sterling Silver. And we're just painting the edges because we're going to Mod Podge that cardstock on there, and I want the edges to match the top of it. And then I'm just going to set that aside to dry. And while that's drying, I'm going to work on the rest of my sign. So I'm using 3 of these wood hanging decor pieces that I got from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to take the hangers off of them. And then we're going to fill in some of the holes. We're going to leave the 2 outside holes open. And we're going to fill in the rest of the holes on these signs. So I'm just putting a little piece of painter's tape down, and then I'm using some caulking to fill those holes. So for the center sign, I fill both holes, and then for the 2 outside signs, I only fill one of the holes. And now we're just taking some of those jumbo craft sticks that I got from Walmart, and we're going to use a combination of wood glue and hot glue to glue those to the back of the signs so that all 3 signs stick together. And now that we've turned those 3 wood signs into one big sign, I'm going to use some white chalk paint and just paint them with that white chalk paint. And I think it took me 2 coats to get good coverage. And now I'm just going to take some Elephant Gray by Apple Barrel and a fine paintbrush. And I'm just going to paint around the edges of that sign. And then also down each of those, the lines where the 3 signs meet, just to add a little more detail to the sign. And now once that snowflake has dried, I'm going to coat it in a layer of Mod Podge and then stick that piece of cardstock to the front of it. And then once our sign is dry, we're just going to glue that snowflake to the sign, to the top. And I'm just using some Dollar Tree gel super glue and then also some hot glue to glue that snowflake onto the sign. And then I made this decal in Silhouette Design Studio. And I just cut it out on some Stencil Vinyl with my Silhouette Cameo 4. And now first I'm going to go over that stencil with some Mod Podge just to seal the stencil so that we don't get any bleed through. And then I mixed together some black and white chalk paint to get a gray color. And then I'm just painting over that stencil with that gray color. And then I'm just going to peel away the stencil. And it peeled a little bit of my paint away in a couple areas. So I'm just taking a fine detailed paintbrush and some more of that gray and just fixing that up a little bit. You can see the W right there. It peeled away a little bit of my paint. So I'm just fixing that. And now I'm just going to take some of this white and brown jute twine that I got at the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to thread it through those holes to make a hanger for our sign. And I'm just using some tape on the end of that jute twine to make it easier to thread through the holes. And then I just tie a little knot, and the knot is a little bit small, so I'm just going to wrap the tail of that jute twine around that knot and just use some my low temperature glue gun just to glue that around, just to make that knot a little bigger on each side. And that's it, guys. What do you guys think? That's our last project, and I think it turned out beautiful. What do you guys think? Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope it's inspired you. If you did enjoy the DIYs that I've shared with you today, then please show me some love by giving me a thumbs up, commenting, or even sharing this video with anyone that you think might enjoy it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Today I've got some gorgeous winter one. Why can't I say winter one? I'm so glad you found me, and I hope you... my channel. And if you've already been... Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. What are you saying? I don't even know.